really chose you because their soul and yours agreed to walk in this journey together. And this is where the timing becomes so powerful. Back to when your cat came into your life, not just the date or the year, but what happened in the circumstance. What was going on within you? Were you grieving? Were you going through a major life change? Or were you making decisions that would eventually change the direction of your life? Because cats arrive exactly when they're needed most. And your cat or cats did that for you. Not simply when you decide you wanted a cat or a pet, but when your energy and your home and your soul calling in the support and the reflection and the unconditional love that only that particular cat could provide for you. The cat that found you in the way they found you wasn't random because there's a deeper agreement taking place. When your heart is opened, you recognize long before your mind understood it. And one thing I've consistently learned is that cats don't judge us. In fact, there's no animal on this planet that judges any human being, but they respond to our energy. They notice when our energy changes. They gently reflect the beliefs or emotions we're ready to heal. We're ready to transform. We're ready to release. I want to give you a beautiful example of a cat named Cotton that I connected recently with. When I communicated with Cotton, she shared that she really didn't come into her human's life simply to be loved. That was part of it, but she came gently to awaken her human's consciousness and remind her to trust herself. She also reflected something much deeper because for years she showed me that there was unspoken hurt, there was distance, and a lack of communication within the entire family. And Cotton lovingly asked for the family to come back together. She began sharing openly again to, hey, we need another family meeting. And her human was like, oh my God, we haven't had our family meeting and it's been years. And Cotton was showing and reflecting this, it is time. So what Cotton is doing for all of us is she's simply reminding us that cats aren't simply in our lives to cuddle with, of course, that's very important, and to connect with or purring and to feed them and play with them. It's so that they can help us learn to grow within by watching and observing and understanding what in your particular case, what your cat may be reflecting to you right now. Another beautiful example I want to share is karma. Many people hear the word karma and they immediately think of punishment. But Karma shared something completely different. He came to lovingly reflect the beliefs and the emotions her human was carrying, not to judge her, but to gently bring the awareness back into the forefront. And that reading reminded me of something I now hear over and over again. Again, animals don't judge us. They simply respond to our energy. Through my conversations with animals, one thing, again, they consistently show me is that we are not only these physical bodies, but neither are they. Many people are awakening to the understanding that we are dimensional beings first, and second, having a physical experience. That means our consciousness isn't limited to one body or to one lifetime or to one linear timeline. This is why the word reincarnation just feels so limited. It's a limited, linear timeline belief. It's an old belief because many of us were taught to think of reincarnation as a soul leaving one body and then later returning to another body. But what the animals have shared with me is much more expansive. Their consciousness isn't confined to linear time. Linear time is actually an illusion. It's part of the reality of the 3D world, the heavy density world. And we are not limited to our consciousness. Our consciousness is all expansive. So when someone tells me, I know this new cat that came to me is one of the ones that just left me because they act so much like them, I'm not going to tell them they're wrong, because what they're feeling is real. And their heart is recognizing something familiar. Their mind is simply interpreting that experience through the language it's been taught. Sometimes what we're recognizing is a multidimensional connection through our oversoul. And that doesn't make the new animal any less unique. In fact, it's the complete opposite. This new cat has their own personality, has their own soul journey, and their own soul wisdom. And it's beautiful. And this also includes their beautiful soul contract with their human being. They are here to help them. Your new animal is here to help you to experience the next lesson your soul is ready to learn. And so if a new cat or animal comes into your life and reminds you of one who you deeply love, and you want to honor those similarities, they are very beautiful, they're very meaningful, and it can bring you tremendous comfort. Also remember this new animal isn't here to replace the one who left their physical body. They are their own unique expression of consciousness, their own beautiful soul, their own purpose, their own wisdom, and their own gifts. And they are on a journey with you. The similarities and the traits that you're recognizing, what you're doing is you're tapping into your multidimensional self with the multidimensional being of that animal and bringing it all together to help you continue learning, growing, and of course, living in unconditional love. So yes, you want to honor those familiar signs. You want to honor the comfort they bring. But you also want to stay fully present with the beautiful soul walking beside you today, because they didn't come to replace anyone. They came to continue your journey together. One of the most beautiful gifts of understanding this is this how it changes how we love, because it helps us stop wondering if we've lost our connection with the animal who has transitioned. And it helps us fully embrace this beautiful soul who has chosen to walk beside us now. We don't have to choose one relationship over the other. We can honor both. This is one of the greatest gifts that animals have taught me after hundreds of readings. The message cats continue to share is simply so beautiful. They love without any agenda. They don't ask us to become someone else. They simply invite us to become more of who we already are. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What do you think your cat came into your life to teach you? And then next time you look into your cat's eyes, just pause, be present with them, and just quietly ask, why did you choose me? Then simply sit with an open heart, because you may be super surprised by what begins to unfold. I truly believe your cat has known the answers all along. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.